A lot of you are angry that there was a mass wedding that happened in Kano State. The people like it.
I'm not married widow. I'm married 17 years old.
A 17-year-old girl just got married in a wedding paid for by the government in Nigeria.
In accordance with the teachings of the Holy Quran, I urge you to be patient with one another.
Nigeria have more than 18 million out-of-school children, and guess what? 80% of that 18 million is in the north.
The governor did what the people want. Because the governor gave them free and subsidized mass wedding, they will vote him again.
And people are asking, how is that even legal? She was part of Kano State's latest mass wedding where the government spent 1.5 billion naira.
You give me wife, but you didn't give me money.
Kamburuba, I will give you wives, I will give you food. That is car.
How can they, Your Excellency? That is what I'm trying to make you understand. We are talking about hunger in the community, and you're not giving them wives to have more children.
The problem is not the governor. The problem is the people.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan TV News Gist and Blog. The mass wedding in Kano is causing a whole lot of controversy on the social net. While some people who live in the Kano that benefit from it are giving the appraisal to their state governor, others who see the negative effects of it are criticizing. But we are going to compile the whole video together to give you guys our own opinion at the end of it. But first, let's listen to this particular lady, what she said. We'll be right back.
A 17-year-old girl just got married in a wedding paid for by the government in Nigeria. And people are asking, how is that even legal? She was part of Kano State's latest mass wedding where the government spent 1.5 billion naira, that's about $1.1 million, helping 1,500 couples get married. And Kano has been doing this since 2012. But here's where it gets complicated. Nigeria's Federal Child Rights Act says you must be 18 to marry. Now, Kano's law generally considers anyone under 18 a child too, but when it comes to marriage, it uses puberty rather than a specific age. So a 17-year-old can fall into this strange gap between two standards, and there hasn't been a court ruling on this particular marriage deciding otherwise. But what do you think? Is 17 too young for marriage, and should taxpayers be paying for weddings like this?
A lot of you are angry that there was a mass wedding that happened in Kano State. The people like it. The governor did what the people want. Because the governor gave them free and subsidized mass wedding, they will vote him again. The problem is not the governor. The problem is the people. Mu and Arewa. We are the problem. How can you normalize a wolf wedding? Say na miyake kirenshi. For what? So that you can still give birth to children you cannot take care of and say, oh, you're waiting for government to also do something to take care of your children. Kuna problem in number, but problem in government bani. Sometimes when people say we deserve the kind of government we have, I do not doubt them. Because the people of Kano, and mass wedding actually happened in Jigawa as well, they love it, they want it, they come and campaign and say you do mass wedding for them and see them vote you back into power or vote you into office. This thing is all in our skeletal system. It's not funny. However, it just shows the level of madness in our Arewa society. The level of abunkunya, because you're coming out. You people are coming out and they're angry. Guess what? People are hoping and waiting for the next batch to happen so that they will apply. The problem is not the government. The problem is the people. Because the governor did what they wanted him to do. So let us discuss properly. The problem is not the government. The problem is the people. Who are the people enabling such nonsense? You and I, Arewa people. Unlike Hausuki.
Now you're listening to what she said. But I want you guys to watch the event himself, what the Kano State governor said, and what the people that benefit, that have the opportunity to marry more than 2-3 wives, that they never had money to do it before. But now, some are happy they marry widows, some are happy they marry eventually. I just want you guys to watch the video.
Nigeria have more than 18 million out-of-school children, and guess what? 80% of that 18 million is in the north. And guess what happened? Abba Yusuf, the Kano State governor, currently fulfilled his campaign promise, which he said he will organize a mass wedding for 1,500 couples with a budget of 1.5 billion naira. Nigerians, see.
One after another, the couples arrived in pairs. The men and women dressed in matching white and touch of pepper red for the occasion, many of them visibly excited. For some, the ceremony represents the fulfillment of a long-awaited dream, getting married, despite the financial challenges that often stand in the way. Governor Abba Yusuf says the mass wedding, popularly known in Hausa as Auren Gata, is part of a promise he made to the people of Kano during the campaign ahead of the 2023 elections.
Let me remind us that the Auren Gata program was one of the key promises that we made during our campaign across all the 44 local government areas of Kano State in the build-up to the 2023 general election.
The governor says compatibility tests were conducted before the couples were wedded in an effort to reduce the risk of transmitting certain hereditary conditions to their children.
All prospective couples underwent a comprehensive screening process. This included medical examinations to ascertain their health status, marriage counseling by qualified professionals, and participation in workshops and seminars designed by the Kano State Hizbah Board to prepare them for the responsibilities of married life.
Governor Yusuf urged the newlyweds to build their homes on the principles of Islam and mutual respect for one another.
Remember that marriage is an act of ibadah. Therefore, strive to conduct your matrimonial lives in accordance with the teachings of the Holy Quran. I urge you to be patient with one another, to uphold justice and fairness in your homes, to respect one another, and to live together in peace, harmony, and mutual understanding.
And as the couples begin their journey together, the Kano State government says it is not leaving them to face the economic realities of marriage alone. Each couple received basic household items and a token to support a small business, while the state government also paid a dowry of 100,000 naira on behalf of each bride. The total cost of the intervention is put at more than 1.5 billion naira, provided in the 2026 state's budget.
This is my first marriage. And I marry.
Ina da shekara 55. Matata ce ta rasu, shine kungiyar mu suka dace na ga ba zan iya ba. In ba tallafin gwamnati ba zan iya ba. To da yana daga cikin da aka bude ne dai na ba da sunana aka sana ciki.
I'm not married widow. I'm married 17 years old. I'm very happy today.
Cikin alheri muka abin alhamdulillah ba kuma cewa aka kai aure wannan ba ne ne mai tafiye da shekara ɗaya ma ina neman ta Allah kuma kawo aka mun yi farin ciki mun yi murna wallahi
muna addu'a insha Allah Allah ya ba mu zaman lafiya shine abin da mun mara sunan manzo Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam yanzu dai ƙari ne na kuma jin ƙarin da nayi ina jin dadin sa wallahi yanzu to hada ita da wallahi
awaited dream, getting married, despite the financial challenges that often stand in the way.
Despite the financial challenge standing on the way. When person get financial problem, what do? You create job. The reason why most of them are not married is because they do not have source of income. What do? You create job. But guess what? The northern leaders and elites, they are head-bent. They are determined to create more out-of-school children, even though they currently have the 80% of the out-of-school children in Nigeria. Guess what? They want to create more, organizing wedding for 1,500 couples. So husband and wife go together and it be 1,000. So if you say cut all of them, let me say at 3,000 all of them. So they will not gather and start giving birth. So from next year now, the population of out-of-school children in the north will increase. That's what it means. It will increase because you have 80%. Now maybe by next year it will get to 90%. Are you not supposed to create job for them? And guess what happened? This is what you get, the alamajiri. When they give birth, because they do not have money, they don't get money to marry before. So you made the marriage easy for them. So they will not marry and start giving birth. They will produce more alamajiri. They will carry plate and go to the streets. And the bad guys will see them, carry them, give their arms, and they become the Boko Haram. And they become the bandits. And the fight for insecurity continue with no stop. Because you people have in fact, refuse to tackle insecurity at the root by making sure the children on the street is out. But rather, you are creating more opportunity for them to give birth to more children on the street. So when you have more children on the street, you have the bad guys coming to take them in the bush, arm them, train them to be rebel. And the northern creators, the ones who don't see lights, they will not talk. It is when we talk about religion now. Everybody will say religion. Oh, you talk about you will not talk about the high rise of out-of-school children, the banditry, the insecurity that will happen in future. See, the North is sitting on a time bomb that you people are not seeing. I pity you people.
Now you watch their reaction. They are happy. They are happy in the sense that the governor helped them to get married, by cut all the necessary expenses and just do a mass wedding for 1,500 couples. And even as well, he gave them mattress and bag of rice that will last them forever. So one bag of rice that will sustain you maybe to start up. While others are criticizing it, I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
That first video of the man saying that he's marrying a 17-year-old, I don't know when we will fully, as a country, get over the conversation of child marriage. And how do we draw the line between what is permissible religiously and what is legally and morally unacceptable? Child marriage is still an issue in Nigeria. And if somebody comes and tells you that their bride is 17 years old, in Nigerian law, 17 years old is still a child. A child becomes an adult at the age of 18. So you're seeing little girls who have barely found time to understand themselves, to know how to make a decision. They're already married out. Oh, I can see the caps they're wearing. Very interesting caps there. So that's one. Two, the question is this the most pressing issue that Kano State government has at the moment? There is a governance priority angle that should be highlighted in this conversation. People who cannot afford to make ends meet for themselves, throwing them into a marriage, is that the next best thing to do? Because then from this marriage, you are going to see a provision of a production of children, and you're not going to raise these children with your teeth. You need to be able to afford to cater for these children. So are they also going to train the children that will be born from this marriage? We've often said that religious actions should be allowed to be funded by individuals' preferences. So if you're saying that it's part of a religion, let the churches and the mosques contribute and fund it, and not use state funds. Although this is one of the promises that was made, part of his campaign, and he's been able to deliver on that. So maybe to his people, this is something I probably can't speak because I'm not from Kano State, and I personally don't see the importance of this.
Problem, no they finish. I think we all know that song. Problem, they finish. I really don't understand what the governor is trying to push, but this is not the first time this is happening. This has always happened. But the problem here is, if you check out the United Nations Children's Fund, you find out that UNICEF, yes, you find out that there are 3 states, particularly, that contribute to over 10.2, 10.6%, 10.2. No, rather say 16% of the 10.2 million out-of-school children, and the Kano is part of it. Katsina is there, Jigawa is there. And secondly, you're wedding 1,500 people. He's giving Hajj to the widowers. He's giving, we hear some of them are going to get houses. Some will just get stipends to go on and enjoy their marriages. But you have out-of-school children populating the entire streets, roaming around with no hopes, nowhere to go. I was worried when I saw one of them said this is his third wife. Oga, you've been married. You've been married to first, second, third. So I think, and I'm going to go back to that popular saying that we've always highlighted here on breakfast: Nigerians are Nigeria's problem. Secondly, you know carefully that you have an overbloated issue where children are not well catered to, and here you are adding, because there's no way you're going to get married and you're not going to give birth to more children. And what if the governor leaves power, is out of office today? How are you going to cater to those kids? Another governor will come, he will repeat the same thing. It's like rinse and repeat, and then that continues to quadruple. You have more children on the streets. I'm thinking, look at the figure, 1.5 billion naira spread across 1,500 people getting them married. If the 1.5 billion naira, just a fraction or a percentage of that money is used to build hospitals or used to build factories that would inadvertently provide job and also enable people to have work, you think the state wouldn't develop further than what it is? And then you start to wonder, okay, people start complaining, oh no, Lagos, look at Lagos, look at... If the governor of Lagos today, Governor Sanwo-Olu, says, I want to marry 2,000 people, let's be honest, the numbers will be more. But I can bet you that a lot of Lagosians will still kick against that and say, come on now, that's not the priority here. So it's about what priority is in governance. And I really don't know. I mean, the indigents will agree that this is fantastic, but I'm wondering, what was the need of that insignia cap? Is it a President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led initiative?
Even if it is,
how did it come? I don't think it is.
I mean, it's taxpayers' money.
Taxpayers' money.
So it's very wrong for them to put up a political insignia while spending taxpayers' money on it. It's like doing projects and then slapping your name. No, you didn't do it. It's the taxpayers' funds that is funding.
So if you don't wear this cap, you won't get married.
Exactly. And this is not the only party in Kano State. So it's a mixture of Kwankwasia, the red of Kwankwasia, and then the...
Now, the question is, for me, before I give you my own opinion, like what that lady said, and this particular video of Governor Amuneke, I want you guys to watch the effect of this wedding that these people are just rejoicing about. We'll be right back.
My dear people of Eleni, hope has finally come. A lot of people have been complaining about hunger, insecurity, and the high rates of unemployment. I hereby began this innovative project. We spent not less than 422 billion to make this innovation project happen. And that is why I hereby commission this ultra-modern wife factory. I commission it. As you can see, this is a doctor. We bring a doctor so that we don't make mistakes in the culpability test. So the doctor will test any wife you want to collect for the gender and for the what's it called? A genotype. And then when they check the genotype, will determine whether they have a fibroid or have a kwashiorkor or this malaria for the sex. So these are the things that I calculated in my head and said this is going to help our. I like them young. Yes. You are. So,
Your Excellency, this is not making any sense. I am highly disappointed.
Who appointed you in the first place?
There are better things that we can do with our money, with the people's money. We can look into a healthcare sector or maybe empowering the farmers. Since when is this in the jurisdiction of the government to arrange marriage for our citizens? It's not making any sense.
What is the agenda? What is your consider?
Thank you very much, Mr. Governor, for this innovative project. I used to have 2 wives, now I've added 2 more to my wife.
I'm about to cook food. Now that you have added more wives to the family, we need money to provide for more mouths.
You know, I thought about more wives. I didn't think about expenses. Let me go and ask my excellency. Yeah? You want? My able governor, you gave me wives, but you didn't give me money.
Hot wife, healthy ones.
Abunchi, we need to eat food. Abunchi.
Governor. Kamburuba. I go give you wives, I go give you food. That is car.
How can they, Your Excellency? That is what I'm trying to make you understand. We are talking about hunger in the community and you're not giving them wives to have more children. And when there are more children that are not catered for, what happens? We have beggars in the street and more of banditry.
Well, I tell you, I will quote your clothes. You know they say quote your clothes according to your size.
Why is it that every time you are complaining, you agitation? I'm agitating for a better government for our children and our unborn children.
Our children and what?
Unborn children.
Who give birth to the unborn children? Wives. Quite rich. Quite rich. Let's see the edit.
Breaking news. Governor Omunike has sponsored a mass wedding for indigent citizens of Olani State. This program is said to have cost over 400 billion Nias.
Well, I'm happy. I just added a 17 years old to my collection.
Now, Governor Amuneke have demonstrated what I could have just explained in details, that it is not just about getting married, having children. Can you sustain and feed your children? That is the basic question everyone should be asking. It's not about getting married and having more children to become a majority beggars in the streets, the cattle and become terrorists in the forest. Can you raise these children? Even the children and the number of kids that you people already have. Why no schools? Why are they out of schools? Why are there so much beggar? The billions that you spent in conducting this wedding, why didn't you focus on it to give them standard education or even free education or maybe good hospitals or create more job opportunity? If these people have jobs, they can as well feed themselves, get married at their convenience time. But unfortunately, you know that these people need job, but you insist not to give them job, but rather give them wedding and bag of rice. Now they have more children, rice is finished, then they become beggars, distributed to various cities and states to beg for a living, doing all kinds of job, becoming whatever they never dreamt to become. Anyway, like what this lady said they are happy. Now what they deserve with this. That's why you see them rejoicing. Oh, I have one wife before, now I have two. You barely feed yourself and the children that you have, but you are happy that you married two wives, as if it's a trophy. Anyway, I rest my case here. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts. Do you think this is a good move? Do you think that the governor should have just invest more in education or create job opportunity? Even if they want to create job opportunity, they'll just give them one class and one rake. They say an empowerment program. The way they treat this, not anyway, I felt like some of them they deserve it, because you see them campaigning for this person as if this man have done what no man could ever have done in their life. Peace out. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section. Love you guys. Until we meet again. Bye.